education.
I think she should be Teacher of the Year because she is so nice and loving to her children, to her students, and then when I walk in the door in her classroom, she always has a smile on her face.
They may not remember my face, they may not remember my name, but I do want them to remember how I made them feel.
I just trust her a little more than the other teachers.
She's one of my favorite teachers.
My philosophy of education is that absolutely every single child in my room has a right to learn, grow, and to feel comfortable in my classroom. They deserve that.
She says, good job and you can do it, and she's also like, never give up. You'll never succeed unless you try, or if you ain't first, you're last.
We get to grow together, and I get to see evidence of that growth every day. I get to rejoice when they succeed, and I get to reflect when they don't.
They aren't afraid to step out of the box. They aren't afraid to answer questions. They're well prepared. And so it gives me a sense of pride to know that my methods can be working for some students. So I have developed my levels of success and success skills in order to hit those targets of things that they need to do in the workforce, like be able to hold a conversation with an adult, be able to be respectful, to speak up when they have a question.
They have helped me with my volume and eye contact and tracking.
In addition to giving, I try and make kindness a priority. Even if I'm having a bad day, I try not to let my students see that.
Yeah, she is always smiling because she has perfectly white teeth. Don't know how.
One of my highlights of my day, and I've just started this year, is to stand outside, and I'm the first one, my first class leaves for the buses, to stand out and wave or say goodbye or give high fives to every single, or as many sixth graders that will let me.
She is very helpful and nice, and she is trustworthy because you can go and ask her anything.
I feel like I'm getting as much out as I put into it.
Tell us what you were thinking.
This has just become my whole life.
She is the best of both worlds. She helps you with personal and school problems, and I think that's what makes her stand out from other teachers.
For me, while the math is still there, it's almost like that's my instrument of where I try to be a positive influence and an encourager to them and a cheerleader for them.
She's like the most outgoing person I've ever met. She's always there. She cares about her students so much. She wants them succeeding.
You were nice to me, you were kind to me, you encouraged me, you kept me from giving up. You're the reason I graduated. And those are the kind of things that remind me, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
She's always been my favorite since freshman year because she just sticks out in she's always smiling and she's always willing to help you with no matter what the question is. And she just keeps up with you and wants to know what you're involved in and how you're doing every time she sees you. And that's just something that sticks out because not all teachers are like that.
Ultimately, I also want them to be able to look back and say, hey, she was a good role model. That was an example of the kind of person that I hope I can be.